John was shocked to realize that the person he had been talking to over the radio was his father from 30 years ago. At first, John thought the other person was just a baseball fan with whom he had clicked, but when he heard the man call him son, he froze in place.
Hey, little chief. You alright?
That's how his father had always addressed him when he was a child. Panicked, John quickly asked the man for his name, only to be stunned when he found out that the man shared the same name as his father. Even more bizarre, both their addresses and radio frequencies matched exactly.
Now you listen to me. My name is John Francis Sullivan. I live at 343 42nd Avenue, where I lived my whole life. And I saw the first game of the 1969 World Series right here in this house 30 years ago.
Bullshit.
My father's name is Francis Patrick Sullivan. He was a firefighter and a diehard Mets fan, and every night when I went to bed...
At that moment, Frank accidentally lit some glue on the table with his cigarette. At the same time, John noticed that a patch on his own table had inexplicably burned as well. With recent solar flare activity causing spectacular auroras, John suddenly realized that the unusual solar activity might have caused some kind of anomaly, linking him to his father from 3 decades ago.
Oh my God. You burnt the desk. I can see it.
Frank was alarmed by John's words. He rushed to the window to make sure no one was watching him, and once he was sure it was safe, he returned to the table. He warned John to stay away from him and his family, telling him that even if he died, he would never let him off the hook.
But you already died.
What are you talking about?
The Buxton Fire.
Oh, yeah?
And when did that happen? 30 years ago?
October 12th, 1969.
Tomorrow. You're telling me I'm gonna...
Look, I ain't dying in no fire tomorrow or any other day.
But just as Frank was about to verify more details, the radio signal suddenly got interrupted. With no time to explain, John hurriedly warned his father to trust his instincts the next day during the fire rescue. He told him to take a different route, and if he did, he would survive. Before John could finish his sentence, the call was completely cut off. Though Frank initially thought it was just some kind of prank, John's words lingered in his mind, keeping him restless. The next day, as usual, Frank arrived early at the fire station where he worked. Watching his colleagues absorbed in a baseball game, Frank's racing heart gradually calmed. But just as he thought he could get through the day peacefully, the fire alarm went off suddenly. His teammates immediately ran out of the room, but Frank remained glued to the TV, unwilling to leave. The game's outcome was unfolding exactly as John had predicted, and that made Frank uneasy. He began to feel a growing sense of dread.